Chang-E and the archer who shot the suns. Long, long ago in ancient China, something very strange happened in the sky. Today we see one sun, but in those days there were 10 suns. The 10 sons were brothers. Each had a bright yellow face and fiery red hair. They were the sons of the heavenly king, and every day they loved to play a dangerous game. Instead of taking turns shining in the sky, all 10 suns came out together. The sky burned like a giant furnace. Rivers dried up. Trees cracked and smoked. Animals ran for shade. Cows roasted like burgers. Pigs became crispy. Chickens looked like they were frying, and people hid anywhere they could. The heavenly king knew his sons were causing trouble, but he didn't know how to stop them. Finally, he called the bravest warrior god in heaven. His name was Hou Yi, the greatest archer the world had ever known. But Hou Yi had a problem. He loves his wife very much. He did not want to leave his beautiful and kind wife, Chang-E. When Hou Yi sadly told her about the heavenly king's order, Chang-E smiled warmly. "Don't worry, my dear husband," she said gently. "Wherever my husband goes, I will go too. If you climb mountains, I will climb with you." And so, the loving couple traveled down to earth. Hou Yi looked up at the blazing sky and shouted to the suns, "Please shine one at a time so the earth can stay cool." But the suns only laughed. "Why should we listen to you?" they teased. They flew even lower in the sky, burning forests and lakes. Hou Yi worried. "How can I save the earth?" he wondered. Chang-E placed a soft hand on his shoulder. "If kind words don't work," she said seriously, "then you must stop them another way." Hou Yi understood. The next morning, the warrior god climbed to the top of a tall mountain. He took out his powerful bow and magical arrows. The 10 suns spun across the sky like blazing wheels. Hou Yi pulled back his bow. Whoosh! One sun fell into the ocean. Whoosh! Another one disappeared with a hiss. One by one, 9 suns fell from the sky. Only the last sun remained, and the frightened sun begged, "Please don't shoot me. I promise to behave." Hou Yi lowered his bow. And from that day on, the one sun rose every morning to warm the earth and rested every night so people could sleep peacefully. The people on earth were grateful and cheered for Hou Yi. But the heavenly king was furious. Hou Yi had shot down 9 of his sons. As punishment, the king said, "You may never return to heaven." Hou Yi accepted this fate and stayed on earth with Chang-E. Every day, he protected people by fighting terrible monsters. Slithering snakes, wild boars, man-eating birds, giant cats, crooked-toothed ogres, and a terrifying 9-headed monster. People loved and respected the brave hero, but Chang-E slowly grew sad. She missed heaven, the music, the dancing, and the peaceful life she once had. One day, Chang-E cried and said, "I miss heaven so much." Hou Yi loved his wife deeply. So he went to seek advice from the Queen Mother of the West, who lived on Kunlun Mountain. While she slept, he found 2 magical immortality pills. "These will let us return to heaven," he thought, and he brought them home and hid them in a drawer. But time passed and he forgot about them. Chang-E grew lonely and bored. One day she found the pills. She held them in her hand. "Maybe, if I take these, I can go back to heaven," she whispered. Just then, she heard Hou Yi returning home. Suddenly, Chang-E made a choice. She swallowed both pills. Immediately, her body began to float. Higher and higher, she rose into the sky like a kite in the wind. Hou Yi ran toward her. "Chang-E!" he cried, but she drifted farther away. When Chang-E reached heaven's gate, the guards stopped her. "You cannot enter," they said. "Why?" she asked. "Because you left your husband. A good husband and wife share their joy and their pain together." Chang-E had nowhere to go. She could not return to earth. She could not enter heaven. So she floated down and landed on the moon. There she lived alone with only one friend, a small jade rabbit, who made immortality medicine with a mortar and pestle. Every night, Chang-E looked down at earth and sighed. "I wish I had not been so selfish." Back on Earth, Hou Yi missed his wife terribly. Every night, he looked up at the bright moon. He tied a love letter to an arrow and shot it toward the sky. but his bow had lost its magic. The arrow always fell back to earth. Still, Hou Yi never stopped trying, because he still loved Chang-E very much. Moral of the story: love grows stronger when people face challenges together. Selfish choices can bring regret, but true love and loyalty never fade. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and bye-bye.